Hello and welcome to Bruce Springsteen Guitar Lessons. Firstly, I'd just like to say I hope you're all keeping safe and well during these crazy times at the moment. I hope you're looking after yourself and your families as well. Okay, so today's lesson is going to be Bruce's Don't Look Back. This is a B-side from Tracks, one of my favourite B-sides. It's a great track. A bit of a rockier song as well, which I think we all need at the moment. Okay, so also be sure to follow to the end of the video just in case I go through any parts that aren't in the walkthrough. So what I'll do now is play the whole song through and you'll see tab appear on the screen. Then I'll come back and go through all the individual parts. See you in a bit. Hello and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. So now what we're going to do is go through all the individual parts. Okay, so the original song is in the key of A major, but if you look online, there's quite a lot of cool little live versions of this. So you got the live in New York City, the Madison Square Garden one. It's a great performance, that one. That uses capo second frets. That'll be in B major. And also a few other live performances I've seen. So the Thrill Hill Vault. And they're live in Zurich as well that are online on YouTube, and it's worth checking those out. And they're all slightly different. So the chord voicing, I was watching Bruce play, and so the Thrill Hill Vault, for example, you can clearly see him playing this chord, which is an E over A chord, but then he's not playing that in some of the other versions. So it's worth checking them all out and getting a sort of a flavour for what he's doing. But what I'll do is go through pretty much all the chords he's using in any of the versions anyway. Okay, so what we've got chord wise is A major. So it's good to practice the bar version that Bruce uses quite a lot. So that'll be 0, 2, 2, 2, but with your first finger barring the second fret. Okay, and then you've also got a, again in the outro you might want to play it because you've got this A sus4 and A sus2 coming up. The first, second and third fingers for the A major, or even second, third and fourth fingers to make it go into the other chords a little bit more straightforward. Okay, so you've got the A major again, your standard A major chord, and then you've also got an A sus4 chord, so fretwise 0, 2, 2, 3, 0, or A sus2 as well, which we're going to be doing, is 0, 2, 2, 0, 0. Okay, so that's A sus4, A sus2 and the A chords, and then you've also got a D over A chord. I kind of call this the All Right Now chord, you know. It's a really cool common chord that the Stones use it a lot as well. So you've got fretwise 0, 4, 2, and then 3 on the B string. So I'm using my third finger, 4th fret D, first finger, 2nd fret G, middle finger, 3rd fret B. So it's a D over A chord. Okay, cool. And then you also got an E over A chord. Again, this is one I think he's playing. You can see him clearly playing it in the Thrill Hill Vault just by looking at the clips. And some of the other versions, he's just playing a normal E chord. Okay, so feel free if you're not comfortable playing that one, you can use a normal E. But I think it sounds really cool. So this is the E over A chord. You've got 0, 2, 1, 0, 0. Okay, and then you also got, let's go into the D chord. So you've got a D5 chord here. Again, Bruce loves using this chord. Again, you can get away with playing with the A string as well, from the A string. So you've got 0, 2, 3 from the D string really, and I'm using my first and my third finger. So pretending like it's a normal D major chord in terms of your sort of finger positioning. And again, you're flattening your third finger a little bit to block out the E string. So D5 chord, then a normal D major chord. So 0, 2, 3, 2. D sus4, where if you put a normal D chord there and then just add your little finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. D sus2, which is basically taking the D major chord and taking a middle finger off. Okay, and then we've got a B minor chord. Okay, so in the middle 8 section, he actually, again, I learned this from watching the Thrill Hill Vault. You can tell he's doing this voicing. So he's playing a B minor, but without barring it. So this is in the middle 8, 4, 4, 3, 2. So kind of broken B minor chord. So from the D string, 4, 4, 3, 2. And then when he's kind of doing the strumming, the B minor, it's a standard B minor bar chord. So that's 2, 4, 4, 3, 2. So your standard B minor chord. Okay, we've also got a normal E major chord. So 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0. E sus4 that happens in one of the parts of the songs. So it's 0, you're just adding your little finger there. If you imagine E major, adding your little finger, creating that E sus4 chord. It's the bit where it goes. Sounds awesome. So 0, 2, 2, 2, 0, 0. Think of it as an E major chord with your little finger added. Okay, and then you also got E minor. So think of that as, again, E major without your first finger. And then G major. Now Bruce likes to play his G majors quite a lot with just the 2nd, 3rd and 4th fingers, and sometimes I think he's not really actually playing the 2nd fret A string sometimes, but sometimes he's kind of blocking it. But yeah, just a standard G major chord. Okay, cool. Okay, also what I'm also going to do is put the song structure up on the screen now. You might find that useful. Again, any chords in brackets means there's up to sort of however many chords in that particular bar. Okay, so again, you might have a D over A and then an A in brackets. It basically means those 2 chords in the bar. Now, some of the, again, always best to check the tab as well, because some of the bars you might be the next chord actually comes in on the and of 4. Okay, again, slow down the tab in the walkthrough. You can do that with the cog icon, and then you can kind of use the song structure if that helps as well as the guitar tab as well. Cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to go through the main verse section. So the first, second, third verses all pretty much exactly the same. Okay, it's got some, again, working on your kind of crotchets and quavers, so quarter notes and eighth note strumming. Okay, so what we're going to do, first chord, A major. It's a great. I love this song, but there's no intro. It just goes straight in, full pelt into the verse, which is quite cool. So what you've got here is you've got a downstroke on the crotchet with an A major. So down, down, and then that second down there is a quaver, eighth note, it's half a beat. So you're going to do this: 1, 2, and. So on the and of 2, you're going to do an upstroke. 0, 4, 2, 3 with your D over A chord, and then you've got a tie, and then you're going to go up, down. So I'm going to play the first sort of 3.5 beats. You've got this 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then you've got that E over A chord. Again, in some of the versions, he's actually playing an E, but in that Thrill Hill Vault, he definitely seems to be playing this chord, which is E over A chord. So up, up, down. So pattern wise, that's coming in on the and of 4. So you're going and 1, as there's a tie there, and 1, and 2, and then you're going upstroke on an A major chord on the and of 2 of the second bar. And then you've got this up, down, up after another tie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play those first 2 bars nice and slowly, and count is while I'm doing it. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and one more time. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Cool. Then the third bar, you've got a D5 crotchet, 1, and then another crotchet A major, and then you've got crotchet 2 quavers or quarter note, 2 eighth notes, 3, 4, and. So that bar 3 again, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and it also give it a little bit of welly as well. It's really giving it it's quite an energetic kind of song, which I think is great. So that's bar 3, and then you've got bar 4, you've got down, up, down, up, down, up. So that's between an E major and an A major. So in terms of counting, you're going 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and then basically you're just repeating that twice. So it's 4 bars repeated, so that's 8 bars. So I'll play that first verse, so just the first 4 bars of it. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. It's pretty much what's going on. Again, a lot of layers, quite difficult to work out exactly what he's doing. That's pretty much the gist of it. A lot of it is kind of where you're playing, what part of the beat you're playing those chords on. Okay, so let's take a look at the first and second choruses. Now, the only difference between these 2 choruses is the final bar. So let's go through the first chorus first. So what you've got is a full bar of D major, and this is your classic down, down, up, down, up pattern that we've used so many times in previous videos. So D major, so that strumming pattern again is down, down, up, miss, up, down, up, and you count it like this: 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, of course that's 1 crotchet or quarter note, 6 quavers or eighth notes, and then one of them is tied on the start of beat 3. So again, I'll play that strumming pattern one more time. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then it's going to B minor, same thing. Cool, now you've got this really cool rhythmic bit. You've got A major, 1, 2, and then and 3. So you've got 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Okay, a lot of offbeat changes here. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so a lot of 3 up downs basically in a row. First one is a downstroke, and then 3 up downs off the beat. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. And then at the end of that 4th bar of the chorus, it goes down, up. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. Cool, and then another bar of D. That whole bar of E. Cool, and then you've got that A major again on the 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. And then you've basically got at the end of the first chorus something like that. It's kind of going up, and then classic Bruce kind of going up and kind of picking the note but going straight up, so no notes really ringing, it's just that kind of slide sensation. Okay, so I'll play the whole of the first chorus then. So you've got D major, B minor, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. But also I think that in the record, that last bar I go something like that. Okay, have fun with that. Cool. And then the second bar, really what's happening is you've got this kind of cool little rhythmic bit, and you can definitely hear it on the record, especially, and some of those live performances. So what you've got, this is the final bar of the second chorus. So kind of doing this and going into the next section, what you've got is this cool little 16th note or semi-quaver strumming pattern. You've got this 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. The chords here are A, D over A, and then E over A. And the strumming pattern is just down, down, up. And you count it as 1 and a. So 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. Cool, so I'll play the whole of this second chorus. So B minor, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and D major, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So it's quite a fast little strumming bit there. Cool, and we'll also take a look at the middle 8 section, okay? So what I've got, you can tell he's kind of picking, so it doesn't have to be exactly the same to the record, but really you can tell on the record especially that he's kind of picking these notes. And it's something like that. So D major, B minor, D major, B minor, and this is a picking pattern that I've suggested. I think it's pretty close. He's going down, up, so again quavers with the D major chord starting from the D and doing all the strings. So D, G, B, E, and then there's a tie for a B, and then he's hitting the 3rd fret B string on the 4th beat of the bar. So this is how it goes, nice and slowly. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, and that's just a nice rhythm, it will work. Then this is this B minor, but he's doing it without the bar and just picking it from the D string. So 4, 4, 3, 2 in terms of frets, and then same picking pattern. Okay, again, you can see him play this chord voicing if you watch the Thrill Hill Vault kind of recording. And then for the E minor, I've suggested going like this, open E, same rhythm, but just like different notes. So you're going to hit the open E, 2nd fret G, open G, open B, and then open G. But again, you might be playing, it'll vary it up. Again, every live recording will do something slightly different. You know, you might play the B minors like that when he's playing live. It's good to watch all the different versions because you do get you know, he does, you know, mess around with it a little bit. Okay, so I'll play those first 5 bars of the middle 8 section. So you've got D major, B minor, D, B minor, E minor. Okay, and then after that you've got a full bar of G, then 4 bar of D, 4 bar of A, 4 bar of G, 4 bar of B minor. Cool, and this is where the E sus4 chord comes in. It sounds really cool, this. So what I would do first is get an E major ready, and then put your little finger on, because then all you have to do is take your little finger off as I go from the E sus4 to the E. So timing wise, you've got a dotted crotchet, a dotted quarter note. That's 1.5 beats. So the E is going to come in on the and of 2. So play that. You got this 1, 2 and 3, 4, and that's what you're doing there. You're going down, up, down, and counting wise 1, 2 and 3, 4 and then at the end of 4, play the E sus4. So that bar again, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and then it's tied into the next bar. And then you're going to do an and of 1 on the E and the E. So again, lots of kind of offbeat rhythms. It sounds really cool. So those last 2 bars of the middle 8 will go like this: 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2. Cool. So let's just go run through the middle 8 section then. Again, so you've got D major, but picking, B minor, repeat those 2 bars. Okay, E minor, D major, D, then A, G, B minor, then E sus4, E major, E sus4, E major. Again, you might be doing it, mixing it up quite a lot. Feel free, you know, if you want to do a bit more picking or less picking, more strumming, etc., etc. Okay, so let's now take a look at the third chorus. So what we've got to start with, a bar of D major, B minor, and then your usual kind of stabby kind of guitar part. So 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and D major, B minor, and then another D major, and then B minor, then another D major, and then down, up, down, up, down. It's kind of doing some sort of build up to the outro, so it's a slightly different strumming pattern for that last bar. So it's something like this, down, down, up, down, or down, up, down, that I put in the walkthrough. Okay, so that last bar of the E was going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Down, up, down, down. Of course, I'll just quickly play that at third chorus then. So D major, B minor, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and D major, B minor, another D major, B minor, another D major, and then down, up, down, up, down. Cool, and then they're on this awesome outro bit which kind of builds up, and it goes on for quite a bit actually. I think, funny enough, this is another variation, the Madison Square Garden video that I watched, it's 7 rounds, and in some of the other videos it's only 6 rounds. So in the original recording, it's 6 rounds of basically this, okay? So what you've got is A major, but you probably want to play it either with 2nd, 3rd and 4th fingers, just because or your 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So it means interchanging between the A sus4 and A sus2 become a little easier. So time wise, you got this, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so that's going from the A to the A sus4, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Okay, on the and, the 4 and the 1 is where you're going to take your fingers off to play the A sus2. So you've got A sus4, to A sus2. So this goes like this, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, and then it goes back to the A, and 3, 4. Of course, it's a really cool pattern, okay, and all the other instruments are kind of sinking in as well. So you've got A major, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. You're kind of basically doing the same rhythm and pattern of chords, but now with a D major, okay? So it's now going to do D major, add your little finger for the D sus4, and then take your little finger and your middle finger off for the D sus2. So you've got 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. So this is 4-bar phrase, it just loops and kind of builds up, the drums change and everything else. So what you've got, so let's play those 4 bars, okay? So 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. Come on, I'll do it with the strumming. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Cool, and then basically on the last, so on the 6th round, what you've got, you've basically got this. So you start on the D. This is going from the last kind of 2 bars of that 4-bar phrase. You got this 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. And then what's happening on the and of 4, coming in early, and you're going to do and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically what's happening is the penultimate bar is a bar of 2, 4. So it's going and 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's what's happening. So up, down on the D. So it's and 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's play that kind of last bit, so right at the ending of the song. So imagine you're right at the end of the start on the D kind of chord section on the end of the 6th round. Okay, it's going to go like this: 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4, and go to the A at the end of 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, I'll go for that. So chord wise, you got D, D sus4, D sus2, D, and then A, E, D, and then finish on an A. It's pretty cool. I love that ending. So let's do that again. So again, last kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars technically, okay, the whole song. So you've got 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3. Kind of that classic crashing cymbal swells and all that sort of stuff. Cool, so that's all the parts. Thanks very much for watching. Again, hope you're keeping safe and well at the moment. It's a pretty crazy time in the world. And that's why I wanted to pick up an upbeat kind of Bruce song, not maybe a darker Bruce song. Nice rocking song. So thanks very much for watching. Again, if you need any backing tracks, PDFs, guitar profiles, head over to Patreon. But yeah, thanks again for everyone for watching, and I'll see you next week. Cheers, bye.